What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the final episode of my NHL 23 Houston Coyotes Franchise Mode Series. If you guys wouldn't mind leaving a thumbs up on this video, it really helps me out. As you guys can see, we're currently 6-0 in the preseason. Matthew Tkachuk there, 12 points in 6 games. If you guys missed the last episode, I'll give you an update here. Unfortunately, have not won another Stanley Cup since we went back-to-back there in 27 and 28. I'm hoping, though, this year we can win a third Stanley Cup in our final year. Now, before I actually show you guys a team, I wanted to do something we haven't done yet, which is actually take a look at the record book. I don't think I looked at this thing one time, so I'm curious to see. Okay, Clayton Keller now the all-time point leader there, 1,103. Shane Doan, though, 21 seasons, not being touched. Keller there also has the most assists. Doan's got the most games played. Keith Tkachuk's the most penalty minutes by far. Vejmelka there, most shutouts in Coyotes history, along with the most wins. I mean, makes sense. We've had him all 10 years now. Shane Doan, most goals, but Keller only needs 15 to pass him, so I do think he'll do that. In terms of the season awards here, Phil Kessel games played. That's kind of funny they gave that to him. Tristan DeVries there, most wins last season with 44. So I didn't realize we set a record. Very, very cool. Rookie records there. Unfortunately, Team Slonny, way too tough to beat. Game records there. Morgan Riley, most assists in a game, 2029 with 6. Okay, and he actually did that in what, like 20 games he played for us after the deadline. So that's pretty cool to see. And now next year, guys, I'll give you a look at this team for the final year. As I mentioned, I think we can win a third Stanley Cup. So we still have Tkachuk, Matthews, Keller in that first line, get a +5. Nasty line. Even the second there, Yzerman, Cooley, and Roth also get a +5. We've got Geeky, Hayden, Baston on third line now. Very solid with O'Connor, IFL, of course, on the fourth line. Fourth line here, very defensive. You can see they've all got good D-awareness. Speaking of which, Connor Geeky's up to 95 now. So going to be like very, very good on the PK. Defensively here, we got Dahlin and Muse on the top pair now. Obviously made that big trade for Muse. Very good offensively. Get him on the second power play. Second pairing here, we got Prentice is an 86. Also trade for him. Playing Sorobi, they get a +5. Gooley bottom pair there with Lamoureux, getting a +1. I feel like I like this approach. Kind of balance out the D-core. In terms of the goalies, we got DeVries starting. Vejmelka there backing him up. First power play, I think, is the same. Super Stack at a +5. Power play 2 there also gets +5. You guys can see the 2 4-mans there. I think, yeah, they get +5 as well. PK1, of course, we got Gooley on to help out with the ice time since he is playing third pair. So I think we're actually getting good chemistry on this entire team, which obviously is a big plus. Now, in terms of the AHL team here, guys, not quite as good as it's been in years past, but still we got this standard dude, low elite, bunch of X factors. Could trade with the deadline if an opportunity presents itself. He's playing with Tracy there and Waugh. We got Greentree, Carlson, Loshko, Moran there with Pinelli, Dimitriev, Nyman. New member of the Bash Bros playing with Douglas and Imama. Defensively there, Lemieux is in the AHL, doesn't fit the NHL team in terms of chemistry, so might trade him as well. We'll see. I was playing with Vastanov's an 80. Could get called up if we do some sort of 2-for-1. Ovechkin there, unfortunately, still 79. Henderson, Brucevic, and Bonk. Then in terms of the goalies, we got Lysick starting, 81 medium elite, and then Leonard backing up, 71 high elite. So, again, we got a ton of trade assets there. No change to the captaincy. Also, too, guys, since this is the final season, don't really need to extend contracts or anything. And it's a good thing, too. Yzerman here making 4.6. He wanted to raise to 11 million. And Roth here as well is making 8 million. Only an 87. Yeah, he still wants to raise to 12 million bucks. I know Muse there making 4.8 million would definitely want to raise as well. Even Prentice there, 960K. He's going to want 7 million. So yeah, like, it's a good thing this is our last season. As after this year, everybody want to raise, so we'd definitely be screwed. In terms of the ratings, guys, we've got 97 offense, 96 defense, 86 goaltending. Hopefully that's good enough to win our third Stanley Cup. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, so we're now in December here with a record of 23-10, which I think is pretty solid. AHL team, 26-1. So yeah, both teams there doing really good. Braden Tracy over a point per game in the AHL. Love seeing that. They're also second there in the division. NHL-wise, Matthews, 42-33. We're currently second in the division as well. So, I mean, I'll take that. Hopefully, both games keep it going. Really not concerned about winning a President's Trophy. We're trying to win a Stanley Cup. I mean, now the deadline here, guys. The record of 44-17-2. Continue to crush it. We're actually tied with the Avalanche there. We both have 90 points, which is tied for first in the league. AHL team there, third in the division now. I mean, 37-15-4 isn't all too bad. Tracy there still over a point per game. Matthews has 80 already and 63 with 44 goals, so pretty much a lock to hit 50. Maybe could hit 60 if he really pops off here. So obviously it's the last year. We're gonna try and make, you know, some blockbuster deal happen. Again, guys, we got a ton of assets. You know, some good prospects, draft picks, things like that. So I'll get into the deadline here. Hopefully there's somebody available that makes sense. Macklin Celebrini. I mean, I think we could maybe get him back at 50%. You got Nazar there, but that'd be hard to retain. He's got 4 years left. Riley Height there. I definitely got to turn down his potential after the draft. Lucas Reichel, Dylan Holloway, Vinny there. I feel like we're good in goal, although his value is so low. Zach Arensky, Kiva Harju, 1 year left, 87 overall. Surprised not higher rated than that. He's a guy we could go for just for defense. Norris there, Sillinger. So, yeah, I think I'm going to look at both Kiva Harju and Celebrini here. I think Both those guys could be awesome on our team. Alright guys, so right now I'm trying to make a big time trade with the Minnesota Wild to get Aaron Kivaharju. Immediately potential there. 87 overall, two-way defenseman. I mean, look at the hands, 95 everything. Also got 95 stick check, really good skater, solid shot, decent physical too. Just a very good defenseman. We plug him into the top 4, makes our team very nasty. Getting up Sorobi there is an 82. Potential has dropped from medium elite to medium top 4. Also Lemieux there, obviously in the AHL. 1 year left, doesn't really matter. Second round pick as well, next year's draft. The value's on our side. We might have to add a bit more. We'll see what the Wild say, though. Trades rejected, okay. They like Sorobi. I mean, what do picks do for us anymore? I don't like trading picks past, like, a year, basically, when you're in the final year. I feel like it's kind of cheating. So 2033 here will be our, final picks we move. Let's try a first there instead. Trades accepted, okay. So that's a big-time trade. And I think we could still potentially go after Celebrini. I think I'd be looking to probably trade Drake Batherson. We'll take a look, though, and see how he's doing for us, because he's playing really well. Doesn't make sense. He's got 46 points playing third line. That's actually really good. Yzerman there's got, like, 53. Enroth here's got 55. Actually, guys, I should take a look at the goalies here, see how they're playing. So, DeVries, 9-1-2 save percentage, 269 goals against. Very solid. Vamelka there backing him up. Also doesn't have too bad of numbers. And so I was looking at our top 9 forwards, guys, and I feel like we really don't need Celebrini. Like, they're already producing well enough. Now, they do have Elias Lindholm here. 86 overall, making just under 6 for 1 more year. Could get him at 50%. Obviously, very good defensively. Help us out in that way on the PK. So, we can make a deal for him here at 50%. Probably just give up Corson as an enforcer. He doesn't play any special teams, just on the 4th line. Taking a bunch of penalties. This would work out well. Probably have Lindholm in between Iafella and O'Connor. So it does work out salary-wise. Now, in terms of, things we can give up, this year we don't have a lot of picks. We still got 2 mean elite skaters here in Mayer and Lau. Also, too, we got the goalies, and Leonard there's high elite, like 6 medium elite coming up. So, tons of dudes here. And it looked like Lau's medium elite's honestly too much value, so I'm going to try giving up, say, just a couple low elites here. Terry, Pajot. Actually, probably just get away with the 1 in Terry. There we go. Wow, okay, so we have the assets. We could still try and make something crazy happen. Some people said they did want me to get Connor Bedard. I don't know if it's possible, but, last year, what the heck. Let's try and make it happen. Actually, guys, I don't think Bedard's going to happen, as he's making $10.6 million for 3 more years. We can't take that salary on without giving up somebody worth as much or more, and I'd like to keep most of the core together, and obviously not retaining 50% of Bedard for the next 3 seasons. Having said that, I went and looked at Edmonton. Check this out. McDavid's got 1 year left there at $13 million. We've got them retain 50% this year. I'm not sure if the retention would affect an extension. I don't think it does. I guess we'll find out here by their answer, but we could potentially make a massive trade here. I'm thinking probably either Cole Yzerman or Eklund. Honestly, whoever it takes, I don't care. But getting McDavid in the final year, along with Lindholm and Kivaharju, would be amazing. So, I mean, Yzerman there, the money is pretty much equal. We'd still be over the league maximum salary cap, okay? So, unfortunately, it would have to be Enroth. I think I said Eklund on accident. With him, obviously, we got Mayer there, 2071 medium elite defenseman. He's going to be a stud. Let's try Lau first. I feel like, I mean, look at the value there. I don't know why McDavid, 90 overall. I guess because he's 35 years old, but still producing, like 33 goals, 35 assists. We're actually overpaying here quite a bit, but, I mean, I don't care. To have them retain 50% McDavid, not on the block, you probably have to do this. And they reject it still. So, yeah, I was right. We got to overpay. Leonard's sick, but, I mean, we got DeVries 25, Leipzig 22. If it gets McDavid, I wouldn't do this if it wasn't the last year. Look at the value there. Come on, let's have this happen. Trades accepted, let's go. Plus, again, as I mentioned, guys, this trade's actually kind of crazy because we got McDavid at 50%. And, again, I don't really understand the value of him being lower there, especially when he's extended $10 million for the next 2 years. Like, that's still Connor McDavid. So, we get him in Arizona. I honestly kind of want him to play with Matthews. I don't even exactly know what the forward group's going to look like, but we went all out of this deadline. Hopefully it works out. And I want to mention too, guys, even if this wasn't our final season, like, we're still set up pretty good for the future. Again, we got this Mayer guy still, mainly potential. We have a decent amount of picks. Like, I didn't go too unrealistic, trading away every pick. We still have, Leipzig there in the AHL. So I feel like that was pretty fair. We're still getting best player in the world right now. Obviously, we'll see what he does for us in the sim at 35 years old. I mean, what's he have for points? 68 on the year. Only took 1 penalty so far. Like, come on, hands there are perfect. I feel like Connor McDavid's still nasty in this game. Actually, guys, I just noticed his physical there is pretty much the only thing that's gone down in rating. Now 1.5 stars. That's why he's a 90. His offensive stats are still nasty. So, yeah, what a trade deadline for us. Let's see. Mukam Aldin there to the Senators. Drew Hellison to the Wild. Kuhlman's there to the Devils. Our trade, of course, McDavid, Dellandrea to the Florida Panthers. I mentioned Eklund. He actually goes to the Blue Jackets there in exchange for Werenski. Wow, that's actually a blockbuster. You got our trade there for Lindholm. Let's see what else is happening. Some first-round picks are swapped. Brandstrom to the Sabres. Lucas Reichel to the Red Wings. I wouldn't mind that. Also, Bordelot to the Red Wings. I would like that, too. Anything else here? Jordan Spence to the Rangers. Cole Sloan to the Red Wings. I like the moves Eiserman making. Kulich there to the Rangers. And Nazar to the Lightning. That's another pretty big trade. Reinbacher to the Flyers. Bjarnson there to the Capitals. Very, very active trade deadline. You got Sergachev, too, going to the Anaheim Ducks. So, what a deadline. Obviously, I think we made the biggest trade game McDavid, but you can see there. Nazar went for 2 first-round picks. Lucas Reichel as well went for 2 first-round picks. The Werenski Eklund one. Yeah, just blockbuster after blockbuster. Doesn't even show our trade. So, let me edit the lines now, guys. This is gonna be a fun lineup. Alright, guys, so after that crazy trade deadline, I'm going to show what the team is looking like. I'm very excited to see how they're going to play. So, I'm not breaking up that first line. They've been doing too well. On top of Matthews having like 80 points. Kachuk there's got 66. Keller there's got 70, so keeping them together. Second line's now Eiserman, Cooley, and McDavid. I mean, you know your team's stacked, and you got McDavid on the second line. That top 6 as a whole has to be the best in the NHL now. Third line also is still really, really good. Like, the fact that behind that top 6, we got 88 Geeky, 87 Hayton, 86 Batherson. Come on. Fourth line, obviously O'Connor there's in the 70s, same as fellow, but they're both very good defensively. 89 D awareness, 91 D awareness respectively. And then, of course, Lindholm now in the middle. 86 overall, he's got 92 D awareness, bunch of X factors. Really gonna rely on him to kind of carry that line, especially when they're matched up against other teams' top players. Now defensively too, even better. We got Dahlin and Kiviharji on the top pair. Prentice Muse on the second with Goulet and Lamoureux on the bottom. Chemistry looks good. Obviously no change in net there. In terms of the power play, like come on. Power play 1, we got Kachuk, Matthews, McDavid, Dahlin, and Keller. Are you kidding me? Like ridiculous. Even the second power play there gets a +5, still very, very good. The foremans are both stacked. In terms of the PK, it's also even better now. So I think PK1's the same. They're getting +5. PK2 also gets a +5 now, though. We got Cooley out there with Lindholm. Dahlin, Kiviharji on the backhand. Again, Cooley's got 99 faceoffs, 93 D awareness. Lindholm very good defensively. Even the third unit there, again, IFL O'Connor. They're solid defensively, so they're not going to do too bad. I actually just switched up the 3-man guys to make sure we're not getting any negative chemistry. So Lamoureux there's on the second unit with Kiviharji on the third. Give him a bit of a break, I guess. So NHL team looks absolutely nasty. AHL team still obviously pretty solid. This should be in the playoffs. We've actually got Solani now. I didn't realize he was a grinder, so he's on the Bash Bros line with Douglas Imama. I think that's pretty cool. Defensively, we lost Lemieux, but they still look pretty good. Everyone's like in the high 70s pretty much. And obviously, too, we traded away that high backup goalie, so we got this 56, but still Lysick there. 81 AHL start is pretty good. So overall, very excited to see how this team plays. Hopefully the Sim's kind to us. And so now next year, guys, I'm actually simulating the final game of the season against the Edmonton Oilers. I'm just going to sim the first couple periods. We're actually down 4-1. McDavid, though, gets a goal for us, although Enroth, our old player, scores for them. 6-3 now. The reason I did this actually was because I wanted to, play with this team, especially if we don't make the Stanley Cup final. Someone was commenting it'd be cool for me to actually, test out my team. You can see Quinn Hughes there now, 94 overall, the best player on the Oilers. Look at our team, 199-86 are our new ratings. So basically, guys, I'm just gonna play with this team. I probably will try and not come back and win. I don't want to change the destiny, I guess, of this team, although the one game probably doesn't matter. But it's gonna be really cool to see McDavid playing against his old team. This first line, Kachuk, Matthews, and Keller, how nasty are they? The entire starting lineup actually has zone abilities, which kind of tells you how stacked we are. Of course, Draisaitl, I guess, be leading this Edmonton Oilers team now. Foodie on that first line with Draisaitl. Kiviharji to Kachuk. Could we do a little between the leg pass to Keller? That'd been nasty. So yeah, it's really cool, I think, to actually play with the team you've spent all this time building once in a while. Matthews tries to get the tip in. Enroth, our old player. Matthews gets the puck from him, then just does a little unnecessary tie-up. I didn't mean to do that. McDavid's now out there again. First time playing the Edmonton Oilers in his entire career. Assuming we haven't played them in this month and a half since before the deadline. I don't think so, though. So it would be pretty cool, actually, if we meet them in the playoffs. Ooh, Keller here with some moves. And, oh, who was that? McDavid. How does he not put that in? Actually, why is McDavid wearing 96? I never realized, too, Bastian's actually, a pretty big player. For some reason, I always thought he was, 5'11", but he's actually 6'3". I don't know why I thought he was smaller than he is. Geeky, of course, big player, 6'5". Doesn't have the best hands, but he's got, great D awareness, good shot. Lamoureux, 6'7". Look at him. He's just a monster out there. Back to Geeky, some of the original, Coyotes prospects still on this team. Geeky's holding it. And Bathson, nice try. Lamru. Ooh, Tullio with a nice deke. Gooley's going to try it, and he likes him out. Makes up for Tullio making Lamru look like a chump. Alright, guys, we got like 30 seconds left here in this game. Still haven't scored a goal. We got to score at least one goal with this team. I sent out the top line. Hopefully they can get it done. Dahlin, nice poke. I don't know, with a little stanky leg there. He still has it. Should we try a little Datsuki and flip? Oh, imagine that went in. And Matthews with their rebound. Cooley's out there. They actually have the second line now. That's fine. That means McDavid's out there. Doesn't look like we're probably going to score here, but honestly, it's fine. I was just trying to have like fun with this team, honestly. See how everyone plays, and they feel good. I feel like this team could win a Stanley Cup. So, obviously, we're going to start the playoffs next year, and we'll find out if they really can. Of course, Enroth, our old player, golden 2 assists against us. And so the season's now over, guys. We finished there with a record of 55, 24, and 3, 113 points on the year. The Avalanche, though, had 121. They actually have a couple of our former players, too, in Barlow and Jaeger, so I wonder how they're doing for them. Totally forgot to check the AHL team. Matthews there, are you kidding me? 2 goals shy of 60. He also put up 97 points, so almost 100. Tracy there, 79, 72, well over a point per game. And the Roadrunners actually won their division. Unfortunately, the Rocket win the AHL 108. Even the Wolves there 105. So they're finishing third, still not bad at all, especially after traded away a couple of their best players. Now behind Matthews, McDavid there, 88 points. Let's see, how do you do for us? You had 20 and 19 playing second line, first power play, not bad. Keller also had 88, Kachuk 86. Cooley there was 78 points, Eisman 66. Dahlin was pushing 60. You got Geeky there 54. Batherson, so half the skaters had 50 plus points, which isn't too bad. Kivaharju had 45. With us, he had 8 and 19. I would like a bit better from him, like top D pair, second power play. Muse here had 45, so actually same amount of points. And he's plus 47. I mean, should I switch it up? Should I put him maybe back in the top D pair? Let's see, Lindholm there, 38. How'd he do with us? Only 7 points, but he was playing fourth line in PK, so not too bad. Goalie-wise, DeVries, 9-1-2 and a 2.69. 47 wins. This guy might win the Vezina Trophy, honestly. AHL-wise, Lysick there, pretty solid stats. In terms of the skaters behind Tracy, Joshua Wall, also over a point per game. Pinelli at 60, okay. Standard 57, he still has 78. Carlson put up 50, so pretty happy with the AHL team too. And now in terms of the entire league here, guys, look at this. Bedard at 98, winning there at Ross, actually tied with Rantanen. So Matthews only had to get one more point there, and I think he would have got the tiebreaker. I believe that goes to goals. He was so close there winning there at Ross. That's okay, though. Gavin McKenna top 5, so him and the cousin, Connor Bedard, both just leading the league now. In terms of goals, Matthews does with Maurice Richard in the final year, so at least we got something there. Defensive scoring, Quinn Hughes and Adam Fox, both 84. Hughes, though, plus 18, so he'll be winning that. Stan Palika was actually a former player of ours, you guys remember, 16th pick, 2023. Put up 69 points for the Buffalo Sabres. Now a 90 overall. Nice. I mean, for us, he wasn't playing that good. Dahlin there, 59 on the top page. Carter Hart, 50 wins with the Avs. Also has a better save percentage and goals against. So, unfortunately, it does not look like we're going to be getting the Vezina. Because, yeah, Levi there even had a better one. But, of course, Hart there probably has the best goals against. He does. So, he's taking home that trophy. Rookie skaters here. Guy on the Capitals, 39 points. Not a great rookie class at all. And now turning the entire league, guys, as I mentioned, we finished second there behind the Avs. You had 17 with 100 plus points. Let's see, the top 16 all made it. That's good to see. Carolina Hurricanes actually tied with LA, both 69 points to get last. So not so nice. We had the most goals for, 325. Goals against here, the Avs had the best. We had the fourth best, which isn't, too bad either. I wonder our power play had to be the best in the league. Devils there, 84. Wow, they were so much better than everybody else. We had 53. I feel like after adding McDavid, though, I mean, come on. That first power play we have is absolutely ridiculous. Now, before we get started, guys, the first round of playoffs, like I mentioned, I might put Muse here on the first D pair just because him and Dahlin seem to be playing well together. Dahlin's got plus 35, Muse plus 47. Kiva Harju's not the greatest, although, let me see, he's plus 8 with us, was minus 14 with the Wild. Okay, so that actually could be what it is. You know what, I'll leave him there because we did play pretty well after the deadline still. We'll see who we have in the first round. Going to be the Winnipeg Jets. So I'm not exactly sure what that team is looking like, but kind of cool, of course. The Coyotes used to be the Winnipeg Jets, so definitely a bit of a rivalry there. I'd say probably Dallas Stars and the Jets are two biggest rivals. Dallas, of course, being the other Texas team. Now, looking at Winnipeg here, guys, you got Connor, Beniers, and Ehlers first line. That's nasty. Lambert, Perfetti, McCann, Quentin Musty there, Dolan, Geeky. So we actually got to battle the brothers. Triff, Anderson, Foote. Defensively, Romanov, Solomonson. Severson was on our team for a while. Virgilo, Clegg, and Hobson. D's kind of weak. Goalies, they got Skinner, Sturdy, and Ladd backing them up. Obviously, on paper, we're the better team, but I'm not confident at all. I'm not confident at all. We'll see what happens here. First games are at home in Houston. Here we go, guys. And 4-3 loss and a 5-2 loss. This team we built is about as perfect a team as you can have. We have no holes. The team is stacked top to bottom. We're going to Winnipeg. And we win one. Okay, so no sweep. That's good at least. Can we win both in Winnipeg? We do. Game 5 is at home. Keep the momentum going. 5-1 loss. This could be our final game, guys. Game 6 in Winnipeg. 1-1. McDavid for us, Severson them. 2-2 for Fetty and Matthews. 3-3. Ehlers and Muse. We're going to OT. Are you kidding me? Ehlers there. OT winner. Wow. Wow. We lose in 6 to the Jets. McDavid 9 points in 6 games. I just showed you guys what that Jets lineup looked like, and they beat this team here. Like, are you kidding me? I get, upsets happen, things like that, but come on, they beat this team. At least we got the back-to-back Stanley Cups earlier, otherwise that would have been absolutely gut-wrenching. I mean, it already was, but it would have been even worse. AHL team here, Pinelli, 6 points in 5 games. Did they make it by the Condors there? And it looks like they did. Okay, so at least the AHL team's moving on. Something to look forward to. They have not won a Calder Cup yet. We got the Henderson Silver Knights here in round 2. And they're up 2. Can they keep it going here? They sweep the Silver Knights. Alright, we got the Chicago Wolves now in the conference final. We're just going to sim through this entire round. And we're still going. Back-to-back sweeps. We actually, I think, too, won our final 3 games against the Condors. So we're currently running an 11-game win streak. Syracuse Crunch are up next. Let's see what happens in these first few games. We're up 2 games to 1. So we have potential here to win the Calder Cup. Oh, alright, 2-2 now. Game 5, we win that. Could potentially win it all here. I don't think we really need to watch the Calder Cup celebration. You guys can let me know if you disagree. But there we go, guys. And are you kidding me? The Winnipeg Jets went on to win the Stanley Cup. So at least we lost the eventual winner. And the AHL team finally wins a Calder Cup in the final year. Hadn't won one yet. So I think that's 2 President's Trophies, 2 Stanley Cups, and a Calder Cup for us in total. Not bad hardware there. William Karlsson was a point per game for us, the veteran. I think he's like 39 years old now. Franchise mode is now complete. We'll take a look at the award. Oh wow, just let me look at the coaching staff because I had it end at 10 years. I did not realize that. Good thing, I guess, I had a good memory about it. Like I said, I'm pretty sure 2 Stanley Cups, 2 President's Trophies, and a Calder. We'll take a look at our playoff stats here. McDavid there, 9.6 games. Matthews, 7. Yzerman actually had a better playoff than last year. I mean, overall, I feel like, the skaters did pretty well. Geeky only with a point, though. Expect more than that from him. DeVries also didn't have the best stats. AHL-wise, Lysick, under 2 goals against. He went off behind Karlsson, who is 39 years old. Pinelli also was a point per game. Same with Nyman. Wow. Wall there was close. AHL team finally getting it done there. Very cool to see. Now, in terms of the NHL playoff tree, the Jets, of course, beat us in 6. They then beat the President's Trophy winning Avs in 7. Oilers in 5. Of course, the McDavid list Oilers. And then the Devils there in 5 as well. So, again, at least we lost the eventual champs. Awards here. You can still see one of our 2 Stanley Cups. Like I mentioned, I think we only won the 2 Presidents and then that first Calder. So, I mean, pretty good. I definitely would have liked to see the coach's win percentage. Would have been pretty high because we were always, a really good team. Probably somewhere in the 60s. Bedard there, 2nd Art Ross Trophy in 4 years. Ranton, though, they gave the Hart Trophy to. Byram gets the James Norris over Quinn Hughes again. Jack Hughes there, back-to-back Lady Bings. This Habshed guy got the Calder. Kyle Connor, Conn Smythe. Carter Hart did get the Vezina with William Jennings. Lassie Thompson there got the Will Masterton. Senators coach Jack Adams. Leonard there, actually, Selke Trophy. Ranton and Ted Lindsay. And then, of course, Matthews there, Maurice Richard. So at least we got some NHL hardware in the final season. AHL-wise, as I mentioned, guys, our first Calder Cup looks good. Luckily, we didn't have to play the Rock because I feel like they might have beat us. That team's stacked. Individually here, Max Domi on the Rocket, most points. Also got MVP. Leonov, most goals for the 5th straight year. I gotta check out this guy. 5th straight year, most goals. He's probably got 99, 99, but like a 75. Sasaki there, best rookie. Bennett, defenseman. Lysick, best goalie. Nyman there was actually MVP of the playoffs. Leonov, sportsmanship. Step in there, community involvement. And then Samsonov, lowest goals against. So, pretty crazy final year, guys. And so next year, guys, I wanted to take a look at that Leonov player. I mean, 5 straight gold titles in the AHL. As you can see there, he's got a ton of X factors, make it snappy, his zone ability. 80 overall, low elite. I mean, pretty good. How's this guy not getting a shot yet in the NHL? Like, look at his last 5 seasons. Are you kidding me? I mean, he just keeps going. Since he joined the Rockies, he's been an absolute menace for them. He's 24 now. I mean, you'd hope if we kept going, Montreal finally calls him up. What's the shot? Yeah, 5 stars there. Honestly, I'm not surprised. It's a better shot than that, but obviously the accuracy is very, very good. I'm guessing too his shoot pass attributes probably like a 2 max, because what do you have? Yeah, 325 shots, but what a stud they found. That's going to do it, guys, for the franchise. Now I know, definitely don't set it to 10 years, at least set it to like 15, so you can take a look, you know, at your coach's win record, stuff like that. Especially since we actually had our guy from the very beginning, all 10 years. I guess one final thing too, guys, record book here. Austin Matthews actually has the all-time goal record now for the Coyotes franchise, 441. That is very cool to see. And in terms of the entire NHL, guys, Anze Kopitar ended up playing more games than Patrick Marleau. Okay. Vasilevsky most for a goalie. Ovi there had 1,060 goals. Patty Kane finished second. Let's see. Most points is Gretzky. Then you got Crosby at 2. Yager, Ovi, Messier. McDavid there's actually 5th in goals. Assists, you got Gretzky still first. Crosby finished 3rd. Wins there, Fleury went down as number 2. Let's see, 50-goal seasons. You got Matthews there, only 3 behind Ovi now. 100-point seasons, McDavid's 3rd behind Gretzky and Lemieux. Pretty cool stats to see. But like I said, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Really sucks first round exit in the final playoff, but I don't really think I could have built a better team. Sometimes EA gods just hate you, and that's what happened. Now, as always, guys, let me know in the comment section which team you want me to use in the next franchise mode series. We'll probably be at least about a week wait for that one, as I gotta go through and move around all the free agents to their new teams, so be patient with me. But that's gonna do it, guys, for this one. If you did enjoy it, leave that thumbs up. Thank you so much for support on this series. Have a nice day, guys. Goodbye.